Are we live? Looks like it's working on my end. How is everybody? Are you ready to party, Chris? I see he was, just before I started this, I see he was playing some baby grandmothers. Had a busy afternoon after work. Just consistently busy. So I only got a little bit of relaxation for half hour. But I'm all geared up, I think. I'm pretty mellow, though, considering everything that I've been busy with. Yeah, we just had a lot of... we've had some snow this past week, and my car was just drenched in mud and snow. I had to take care of it, so I vacuumed it all out. Got a good jet splash. I wanted to use the wand. I decided not to give that a go, though. I think it's kind of low in my headphones. I think that sounds better. Yes. All right. So, oh, Chris is here. Nice and clear. That's good. Yeah. I didn't even really give it a really good test before streaming. So I'm glad it's all, the settings are back where they need to be. Just got some tunes opening, letting people drop in. We're going to be playing some more psych pop adjacent kind of things. This is the Assorted Poppies, as I like to call it. We all know what's in Poppies. The hams, yes, I really wanted to bring them out because I still got some in the fridge. But I've actually had a lot to drink this afternoon, so I'm going to kind of go a little light. Not drinking that stuff all day. You go to the car wash and just douse some hams back. No. Just liquids. Like, I drink a lot of water at work. So I'm just kind of like, we might have to do some sock mopping later. Some of you know what that means. That might happen later. I don't know. I'm going to see how I hold up. Anyways, like I said, yeah, psych pop. A little bit of sunshine pop, and pop with fuzz. That exists. We've been going kind of on a heavy dirge lately, and I want to kind of mellow things out a little bit. And then maybe next week, I don't know, I might do another one next week, depending on how cold it is. I usually don't have too much going on Friday evenings, but I wanted to make it happen during the winter months. When it's cold out and don't want to do much. I'd rather be doing this than, just kind of lounging, I guess. Yeah, so I got some cool titles popping out here. Got some reading material for later. I'll just show it, I guess. Picked up this cool book. This is probably just generic for most people that are into this sort of thing, sort of deep cut end of things, but this is Psychotronic, Encyclopedia of Film. You guys know this book? I found this at a antique shop maybe about a month ago. Covers a lot of films that, well, I'm still kind of learning a little bit. I go down some layers with film, but then there's some layers where it's like, okay, we're down at the bottom of the barrel. What the hell is this? And I've already found some cool films online on YouTube. I might include that in some of my more, just regular vinyl updates. Just kind of showcasing just some weird clips from like the late 60s. Some of these go all the way back, though, to like the 30s, I think. Let's see. Thought maybe they'd show the years on here, but no. The Complete Viewer's Guide to the Weirdest Movies of All Time. And I was kind of surprised to see that some films that I know aren't even featured in here. But, you know, it's got some cool photographs, screenshots. So this is called the Psychotronic Encyclopedia of Film. I think this came out in maybe like the 80s. Kind of seems like it's that old. And it goes for a little bit online. I think maybe $50 for a nice copy. Paid like $5 for this. So, yeah. Over 3,000 of the wildest movies ever made. Hundreds of rare illustrations. It's kind of like a entry guide to some deeper cut, zonked out films. You know, a lot of horror flicks. But not just that. There's... What was the one I discovered? It was something Bus. It has, the gal from MASH. I'm totally spacing off on her name. The MASH film. She just passed away like not too long ago. Something Bus from like 76. Well, anyways, the trailer looked really kind of crazy. It's like the themes of films back then, like, you know, based around just people riding in a Continental bus and just all the wackiness, the hijinks that happen within. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I was thinking though with this stream too, I may not do a whole lot of commentary like right now, and just let the music play a little more, and I'll try to communicate within the chat logs. So, yeah. It's like Kimba's here. Nice. Video Hound. Yeah, these books are all new to me. I haven't really dove into too many, you know, guidebooks for film. You know, I probably prefer music over film nowadays, but films for me, like at a young age in high school, I was just really just going to the end of just trying to I don't know, I guess not as deep as nowadays, but you know, some of the big names, you know, Scorsese, Kubrick, Lynch, you know, I was just kind of trying to understand their worlds a little bit. And nowadays it's like I'm kind of looking into stuff like DIY, really zonked out, like what the hell am I watching, kind of 80s horror flicks. Alex, welcome. Got yours signed. I need that one yet. The Giles and Fripp. I've passed on it many times. I wanted to get that 75 press. Just always passed it up. It'll happen someday. Bought that same copy of Psychological when it first came out. Yeah, it's kind of like the films that bombed would just run on HBO and Skinamax. Cinemax all night back in the 80s. I wasn't there for it, but it sounded like a fun time. Anyways, let's 10 minutes in, let's dive into some of these records, man. Ready to spin these. And yeah, sorry Chris, I couldn't make it earlier. Car wash. I did a little thrifting. I haven't really thrifted in a while. Didn't find anything. Something kind of tragic happened. It wasn't related to me. Some lady lost her Apple Watch. She was like really stressing out about it too, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I don't have to stress about a watch. You know, I still got a phone. I don't really know anybody. Well, I guess I work with a gal that has an Apple Watch, but I've never actually messed around on the gadget before. But isn't it just connected to your phone? I mean, it's probably what, $5,000 the cost for that thing? I wouldn't know. I'm not an iPhone guy, even though I use one for my workplace. I got an iPhone there. Enough of that chit chat. Yeah, and then I was getting groceries too. That's when I tuned in and I was chatting with you as I'm like, picking up some different sauces and, just little things to get me by through the week. Anyways, this is the one we're going to start off with. I think I turned Dom onto this one. I remember him really liking this. The Bermuda Jam. There's a copy of this one at Vintage Vinyl as well. It's a mono copy. And this is, some people could say, a one-track wonder. One of the trippiest pop psych cuts ever. Good Trip Lollipop. But we'll kind of seep into that track. We're going to let this play a little bit on side one. It's kind of a mix of like psych pop, a little bit light on the funk soul edge, a little blue-eyed soul, and then some kind of like hazy downer minor key organ pop psych kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. I think the drummer later went on to perform with Sly Stone. So, yeah. Feeling kind of mellow tonight, so not as like, I don't know, coked out as other nights. Snorting rails all night. No. We know where that happened. We're not going to discuss that, okay? Anyways. The Bermuda Jam.
Attention, shoppers. There's a lost goldfish answering to the name of Prince in our women's parachute department. If anyone has lost a goldfish, please contact our restroom. Thank you.
Bag one. Loople, lopel, floople, flopple. When I first saw you, I didn't want you, no. But now that I know you, you're my everything, girl, everything. People had told me that you weren't right for me, no. But they were wrong. I see you're my everything, girl, everything. It's so unreal. I can't believe how happy I am. Just being with you, knowing I'll always be your man. Love happens once and only once, so darling, just hold me, hold me. I try and whisper to you
Here's a picture of Carol back in the day.
about you, yeah. But I have to cry out loud. You're my everything, girl.
She's a blood freak.
People who told me that you just weren't right for me, no. Well, they were wrong. I see you're my everything, girl,
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Look, man, there's a cute chick watching you. Look.
Where?
Right over there, man. Check, right over the other side.
Where?
Look, man, she's looking at
The
you.
one sitting down?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice. She's looking at me?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, she's been watching you all night.
Yeah, she's too old for me. Somebody's watching me. Should I let her see that I am all alone? see her face again, should I just pretend that I can love someone? Maybe her heart I've won. If I could love her now, would she always stay? Always by my side forever. Forever. But if she only knew what I've been going through, would she still want me forever? Forever.
Bulira marodus bakiolomora hale maburo. If I am elected, and bully so burodun shahio bucha lumuro.
The preceding message was a paid political announcement.
Yes, I've listened to it that many times.
Yes, sir. The monks lived in this
Yeah, this track coming up. Good trip
And
lollipop. This is the good stuff.
Sudden, they just seemed to disappear.
Wait a minute, James. I hear something.
Why, sir? No, it couldn't be.
What, James?
Why, it sounds like the monks, sir.
Come on, James, let's go and look.
Yes, it is the monks. They've returned.
Maybe we never left.
Hung up, man. I can't get out of it, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I saw that, man. It's a drag. I don't believe it. It's ridiculous. It's great.
I don't know, man. Those nursery rhymes get pretty tripped out. What's this thing about this dude named Humpty Dumpty?
Think about your children and
You're welcome, Travis. I see you there.
This is your clear conviction, son. You've always sitting down this way.
You know, I don't mind those requests because those are some top albums, but I didn't pull these out to test them, so. And last I remember, shush. Last I remember, I think I tested a little bit of this and it was kind of sketchy. I didn't know if it was going to fall through or not. When I talked about my top single of all time, Dr. Mind. We could try it. But, yeah, it wasn't in the list that I pulled out. I got a whole stack down below here. But maybe another time, huh? I don't know. Don't like taking too many risks. MGM. I think another copy or another company may have bought that out though, from what I recall. I think I got a copyright claim on that.
in your the clouds from the skies. Who was it who said something beautiful is dead? Who was it who knew what you had been through? Who always tried to understand?
Nobody's talking about this one. Yeah, you can still pick this up for, may have rose a little bit, maybe $20. But for Psych, I mean, that's pretty reasonable. And this is just the first side. They do some cool things here. Some cool little studio trickery and little commentary pieces in between. If you find our goldfish, contact our restroom. Yeah, and then in mono, everything's pushing out. I think stereo, I think it is in true stereo. From what I've heard online.
Now I know another day's gonna come. Together we'll be singing in the sun.
Alright, you tell me, was that a floater or a sinker? Rest in peace, Goldie. They found him.
Hey, Mom, shut that thing off. I'm trying to listen to my records. What?
Yeah, pretty cool stuff,
Shut
man.
that thing off. I can't hear
Welcome,
this.
Randy.
Oh, all right. All you kids are the same today. All you want to do is play. You never want to work or take any responsibilities.
On Avco Embassy. If you can believe this track is the Ides of March. Yes, the horn band with I'm Your Vehicle, Baby. This is like just before that. It's a really cool B-side of theirs called Strawberry Sunday. Still need it. It's still cheap, I think. And we're going to play one of my better finds of the year, man. Just picked this up. You caught one of my latest videos. Our Generation, Dawning of the Day. Took me a long time to track this down. I've held another copy while I was in Chicago. It's where all the psych heads live, by the way. It's where all the big players live. I would know. I was an eyewitness. For some reason, this came with 2 inserts. By mistake, I'm assuming. Lyric inserts. So this one gets a little on the pop psych side, a little fuzzy in spots, not as hard as like their next one, Praise and Prayer. Thought we'd play a little bit of this. Never been reissued. It's literally one of those stories where someone had trekked across some copies in a barn, just sat there for years out in rural New York. Here we go.
The night has come and I fear it. There's something wrong, I can feel it. The flowers are wilting fast away, away to stay.
You know what's really suitable for framing? I pulled this one out just for the stream. Yes, this is the genius behind this account. Dug up some old photos recently, and is that like the first selfie ever? I don't even know who took this picture. If I did, like from the side. But yes, that's like the shot when you're, that's like your mug shot, the side view. I don't know what I was doing. Should be my new avatar.
Take your seat and laugh at the world. Take your passion, going faster, my friend. We're near the end.
And just not nearly as ugly as that kid, right? I think I've checked that out, Alex. I think Dom did a Acid Archive entry on that one, I'm sure. The Click Kids, and they're all standing on that bus, right? I think that's the one you're talking about. I've heard little bits of that. Oh, you just mentioned it. Yeah. Today's Bandcamp Friday, man. If you'd like to contribute, I think I'm down maybe at this point. Well, I didn't make as many sales as the pre-order date when that was not Black Friday, Bandcamp Friday. I think I was like 40 orders that day. So today I've had like 12, which I'm okay with, you know. I'm not expecting a blowout sale. But yeah, if you'd like to pick one up before they dwindle away and then flip it like this guy. Not that I recall, no. But then judging by this photo, you never know. I haven't changed a bit. Now, if you want to go ahead and use that photo, Rich, you go ahead. But before you do, let me scan this one, and then you can have it. I'll send you an email and give you a printed scan of this photo. Got another one too. So I was probably about 13 around this time. That's my old bedroom, by the way. I don't remember whose guitar that was. That wasn't mine. That was my mom. My mom took those photos. We were listening to records. It's back when I had like Kiss in my collection. Kiss sucks. Back to the music.
Save your passion, go in passion, my friend. We're near the end, my friend. We're near the end.
Yeah, I have to pay for that shipping too. I actually just shipped one to Australia this week. That was my first order from there. It's actually Vinyl Richie's buddy. If you know, you know. I actually submitted it on Rate Your Music and Discogs. That's where I put it up on. Thanks, Gary. It's kind of crazy how just now, like 2 months later, now everybody's talking about the album. And for me, I mean, I'm almost sick of hearing my songs at this point. Because all those songs were recorded back in, you know, the latest was last year about this time. I don't think I know that one. I'm going to have to look that up. Sorry. I know it's about the music, but let's see. Yeah, so Thanksgiving. I didn't know I was going to make it back because we got some snow last week. I made it just in time. Well, I made it back midweek on Wednesday. But I actually did make it to my mom's sister's house, my aunt. And she lives about 20 miles east of town. So I had to plow through some snow drifts. Had to let off the gas a little bit, but I pushed through okay. But damn, it was windy that day. I was like on a Saturday. Well, there's a story behind it, but all you guys are just mocking me, you know? If only you understood. If you only drank the yacht Kool-Aid, you know, you'd be on board with me praying as well. You would understand. I don't know, memes were something that was just like, that's so 2009. I don't live in that time period. Anyone say their copies were warped? No. But you know, I do look at the copies that I'm shipping out because I wonder if they are a little bent in the box, but I don't see why they would be. I think Ron said he had a couple scratches on his. I would refund if it was anything major, you know. Sorry about that. Actually, the copy that I was thinking was going to be my personal copy has a slight warp as well. Nothing drastic, but it's noticeable, you know. So, what can you do? It's not private press, but it's small label pressed. You're gonna run into some flaws for sure. Concerning it's probably just one dude doing quality control, you know. Sorry about that, man. Well, at my workplace, we do have a screen printing area nearby, but I don't know. Probably can't get too crazy with the merchandise. What's it say? Vinyl Richie is King Dick. Is it something like that? I did make a song on my Astral Yacht demo where I did have a message backwards. I said something like, "This part gets really weird," and then I put that backwards, but it wasn't featured on the album. It's like the really punky cut. Maybe we'll play it on here. Maybe one more track? Sorry that I'm babbling through this. Yeah, this is a good one.
Well, I wanted when I should have known that love could keep me on my throne of roses blooming at my feet. The mystery lies with smiley feet. Gonna find and change my mind. Gonna find and change my mind. So tortured in my mind, so fair, like empty stars all burning pale. Starlight, my searching eye for mystery, show up his love line.
Yeah, so I have 3 demo LPs, not LPs, but like, you know, full lengths on my main page here that I made some years ago. The first one was back in like 2021, I think, and then I made Astral Yacht 2, and then Astral Yacht 3 has some of those tracks that you hear on the album, but not all of them were featured on there, so you just got to do some deep digging and you'll find it. It's the 3rd track on there. I don't remember what I called it, but it was like kind of Stooges like. It's got a really punky vibe. Maybe I'll play it on here.
Now I have been and I have gone. I've seen every place just under the sun. Now this I know and I'm so sure that love, my friend, is the only cure. Can I find? Can it change my mind? Can I find? Can it change my mind? Can I find? Can it change my mind?
I'll look into that. Yeah, I was trying to think, what are you saying, Jay? Did you pay up for? Yeah, I mean, not all out of pocket. Some of it were from past Discog sales I made. And then paid like, a little over $100 for this, which feels good. Because on average, I think it's like a 500 plus LP now. I did find that track, so, we're going to disrupt the broadcast with, I hadn't heard this song in a while, so it might be a little humiliating, embarrassing. But I called it Shadows of the Crypt. And, it's just a demo. It's just for fun. Don't take it too seriously. But then Randy, once he hears it, he'll probably be like, well, yeah, why didn't you throw that on there? It wouldn't have fit with the theme, I don't think. Maybe it's better than Short Circuit Mind. Here it is. And then I go like, ugh. Here comes the backwards part I was telling you about. I said something like, this part gets really weird. Yeah, this is cool. This is basically a studio project. We're not touring or anything. He's moved out of Omaha since then, back to his hometown, which is way further away now, like almost a little over 3 hours. So we haven't hooked up in a while, since July. Hey, thanks for showing up, Alex. Appreciate it. Yeah, for some reason I just wanted to make this really like crunching hard rock song. The vocals are kind of, I'm not no Elton John or Iggy Pop. All right, back to fluffy old Sunshine Pop. Here's a cheapie for you. It's the thumbnail. I've had this copy for so long. Over 10 years now. 2.44 cents.
know it's good. I could love and you know I could forever.
Yeah. Someone bought 2 copies from me here in the vinyl community. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I had a pretty decent Bandcamp Friday. I actually sold more copies when Vinyl Richie promoted me like a couple weeks ago. This next track's kind of a standout. It's got a little rockin' background. I was thinking too, my friend's been sending me some ideas, just kind of seeing what we can cook up for the Astral Yacht Part 2. Part 2. And maybe some night we can share some of the ideas we've had. Because I got a whole Google Drive full of files. It's like a $2 record. It sounds just like anything else we love. Sounds like a $500 LP.
You're never gonna know like I do. And you can't know how it makes me feel to see you together walking with her. And you'd swear that your love is real. Just wait for the change in the weather with her. Turn around and try to explain it to me. You're gonna swear that it means to you. You don't know her like I do. She'll say one thing and mean another with you. As soon as she can find somebody new, she'll treat you like a friend and never bother with you. You don't know her like I do. She never said goodbye to you.
That's actually not a bad idea. But first I gotta take a trip to Dubai. It's actually not a bad idea. But first whoops. It's playing my stream. Yeah, maybe we can do that for RSD Black Friday. 60 years from now. You won't be able to hear it, unless you're 96 years old at that time. Just want to play a couple tracks from there. We might do their first one too.
Your heart is free just like the wind. Your hands reach out but not for mine now. You built our castle.
Just how I feel about you before you make your plan.
God, he's touching the vinyl. It's okay. I can touch that one. You can find this in the $4 bin all day. And I've had this forever. This is probably going to have some clicks on it. Just a little bit. It's like that Robert De Niro impression when he's getting ice cream with Al Pacino. Just a little bit. A little bit. This is the one. And then we'll start playing cooler stuff after this one. Just trying to remind people that, yes, you can still pick up $4 LPs with some gems hidden within the caverns of your mind.
You don't realize how much I need you. I'd love you all the time, I'd never leave you. So come on back to me, I'm lonely as can be. I need you. Said you had a thing or two to tell me. How was I to know it would upset me? I didn't realize as I looked in your eyes. You told me. That's when you told me.
Yeah, I guess little free design, little Triste de Janeiro, minus the 12 string. It's very sunny California. It's like the ideal sunshine pop. I think all three of their albums are pretty similar. Maybe a little like the Flower Generation, or what's that band called, the Generation Gap. It's like on the same label. Some other cheap LPs.
So please remember how I feel about you. I could never really live without you. So come on back and see just what you mean to me.
And then maybe I can, for RSD, slip this insert in. And then maybe do a draw the hat. Whoever wins gets this authentic photo of this genius. Oh yeah, the Love Generation. I think that's who it is. Any guesses on this one before I share it? one of those albums that got pressed 99 copies originally. It's one of my favorites. You're a little off there. I don't think Jim Morrison ever sounded like this. Sunday, reading Rainbow. Where's Kevin Gray when you need him? Polish up this turd. We need a MoFi. We certainly did that with Astral Yacht, man. You don't want to hear those rough cuts. Basically, the rough cuts are on that full-length demo that you heard earlier. But yeah. And speaking of that, the other way around, we might do some sock mopping later. I didn't have too much to drink tonight because I drink a lot at work. And by drinking a lot at work, I don't mean hamming it up. I mean, I suck back a lot of... You know what I mean when I do this? No. Yeah, I had a lot of water at work, so... Doing a lot of liquids. And there's a reason behind that, too. Had to go to the ENT yesterday. Has anybody ever suffered with tonsil stones? I am right now. Ever since my deviated septum surgery. We're going to talk about it later. To be continued. Kind of glad that, I'm not going to really do too much of that drinking stuff tonight. I do still got hams in the fridge. But who knows, after 2 of those, I might end up like Charlie on the porch. If you know, you know. It's a good one. That's a great tale right there, man. I don't know if that's such a great band name. Heath Talk. Hey, Nate. Welcome. Yeah, I can hear the Doors influence a little bit. And some of those organ droplets. This next track, though, I'm not even kidding, like, low key, This is like an all-time favorite track. Image is Blue. I love it, man. Where they go with the melodies and the vocal harmonies. It's an all-timer. It's coming up here. Bit like maybe, late 60s Bee Gees maybe in the harmonies. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Love this song. Yeah, it's a famous bathroom. We're still talking about it. That bathroom, a lot of legendary stuff happened in there. A lot of socks got wet. Says best song ever, except for that middle breakdown part. I always tend to skip. I like the vocals though. Yeah, not much has changed in 15, 16, 20 years around there. I ain't 20 years old. It's probably more like 15 though. That painting on the wall is just terrible. Don't look like that anymore. Now it's just filled with my dad's exercise equipment and my bed when I stay over. Definitely fits a little more towards 67, circa 67 around there. A little bit of a late date for this one.
Factory workers
He's already tired of this. He's like, what's next, Derek? I'm tired of this crap. What else do you have to offer? I don't have the other one. Not too big on that second one. Not as much as this one. I forgot how ripping this song was. We'll play this, and then coming up next is it's a bird. Live by there. Some good vibes, good music, peace, and say, thank you, Lord, for what you have brought us. You are the bread. Right, Richie? Anybody seen Richie? All you know is it's on Decca.
Listen to the silver sound of Penny's magic bell, calling out so shamelessly. Bring a lover into me, hanging on a silken chain down where her sweetness swells. What a lucky little thing, see how Penny makes.
I wonder if they're serving up any pigeon sandwiches at Subway. Anybody have this one? Sorry for any vegans out there.
She could have my wonder if she'll ever see the love I see in me. Hear her walking up behind me. Wonder if she'll ever find me. Should I call her name in hopes that she will turn and see? How else can I let her know things I'm thinking, things I know? Oh, lonely Penny, could I ever be your lover?
This has got some good moments. Yeah, it's kind of more like in the psych folk kind of area. There's only like really one rocking blues track on here. A lot of harpsichord, famous for Joe Bryant, the glam artist who was like a recent, not recent, he was one of the earliest people like that would die of the AIDS crisis So, he's a talented dude. Pigeon. Still find this for like $20, I'm sure. This used to be a really big favorite of mine. Love this. Not a fan of that one. I like this next one. Springtime Girl.
She's a springtime girl with a flowery kiss. Breath as warm as breezes blown in sunny April. Like a fawn she runs, sleeps beneath the sun. Cheeks as pink as circus candy. She could have my love.
Is anybody falling asleep yet? It's kind of twee, right? That's the word that comes to mind. Kind of twee, flowery sunshine pop. I eat this stuff up, man. I love it.
But she turns and does. Love is like the stars. Goes and leaves the skies too darken. So I hold her hand, and I understand. Have to go at nightfall. Though she cares for me, I must surely see. I cannot find her alone. So I kiss her lips and I touch her.
Yeah, I know. You're one of those blood freaks out there. You try anything, Carol. Just maybe budgies, or maybe pigeon's a little more high in cholesterol than a budgie. You know, I understand.
With the smiling sun, and I slowly stumble after, and I slowly stumble after, and I slowly stumble after. She's a springtime, she's a springtime, she's a springtime
And speaking of more modern psych records, I actually have my name in the credits on this one. If you guys want to check this out sometime, Constantine, Day of Light. I bought some original psych records from him some years ago, like when COVID was at its peak. Bought some originals from him, and yeah, I'm in the thank you credits of this. This is really excellent. If you love those genuine throwbacks to like progressive folk, psych folk kind of sounds, Day of Light by Constantine. goodie. Gave me a letter and a photograph. It's like the Pied Piper out there in the woods. Haven't heard from him in a while. I didn't get to meet him when I was in Chicago. In the same circle of friends I have out there. He wrote a nice little letter towards me, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, this is that bluesy cut I was telling you about. From one major label to another. Kangaroo. Not Guru. This one sounds like just like Mad River, just amped up on amphetamines, man. It's awesome. While I'm sitting back on Quaaludes.
Such a long, long time. But from the things I've seen, you've got no faults to find. It says a lot for you that everything you do has kept you running through my mind. It seems that many things just have no claim on you. Even your snap decisions seem thought out clear through. It says a lot for you that everything you do has kept you running through my mind. You and I might find the love we've been yearning for. No more hang-ups to ignore. We won't have them anymore.
There's some speed freaks. I know one of the members here, I think it was ND Smart II, did a lot of session work out in the East Coast. I think he was the drummer for like Bo Grumpus, maybe. Did a lot of several different works around the area. And of course Barbara Keith had a few studio albums on like Reprise, I think.
Such a long, long time. I haven't known you, girl, for such a long, long time. It says a long for you, such a long, long time too.
Yeah, I mean, that's always what's the fan favorite around here is the heavy stuff, but I wanted to mix it up a little. Mellow mood, you gotta listen to mellow stuff to set the tone for the night. And I hadn't heard a lot of this stuff in a long time either, so it's kind of nice to revisit. Except this was a purchase this year, though. After this, a long time. Daydream Stallion coming up as a winner.
Saying that you're far above the games you used to play. You're forgetting that your vows are not the first I've heard. And you're trying to be a woman, but you only know her word.
Yep, I have the first two Nirvana, UK. I wouldn't mind having a third one. It's Metro Media. And then the one on Vertigo, right? A little later, I think it's the fourth one. I'm not really familiar with that fourth one. Some great vocals here from Barbara.
In an endless variety of gray days, lighted by a charcoal sun, I paraded on a daydream stallion, protected by everyone. And now I'll sell my stallion if you want me to. I'd really rather walk with you. The colors all stood in a line to be picked from the road as I passed. I saw them but left them standing, saying too many choices too fast. And now I'll sell my stallion if you want me to. I'd really rather walk with you. Fortune was a giggling girl, played with her sword like a wand. I wanted her to see me and then leave me alone. And now I'll sell my stallion if you want me to. I'd really rather walk with you. You came with your pockets of wind and gold, and stars far above. The circles of my dreary mind that had not noticed love. And now I sell my stallion if you want me to. I'd really rather walk with you.
So yeah, that was Kangaroo. It's their one and only. This one really impressed me. I had forgotten how good this was. That's the standout, man. Daydream Stallion. It's a really crispy cut. Extra crispy. Alright, another Deca title. This one might appeal a little more to you. It's more in the garage pop kind of circle with some Middle Eastern influences. Well, instruments, but not so much in style as you would think, you know, traditionally. And with some flute. They got some cool TV performances. I'll show it in a minute. This one never gets discussed, and it should. It's good stuff. Yeah, that's the one I remember now, The Remains. I don't remember the Graham Parsons one so much. What feeling are you talking about? Nah. This is gonna be something else, man. It's gonna be a lot different than our first one. If we're gonna put any female vocals on it, it might be Jacob's sister, who knows? Alright. The Forum Quorum. You got this one, Randy? Stop it. Stop it now. The Remains. Yeah, I think this is still affordable too. Got this for a pretty good deal, like $15 back in the day. Doesn't have a very exciting back cover. Just kind of talks about them. I think they're like all 16-year-olds or something. Sounding pretty mature for their age. Just kind of promoting other different psych LPs. If you've enjoyed this recording, you're sure to like these other great Decca recordings. Both Hobbit records. I think you have that one, Rich. You have the Hobbits, right? Happy Jack, the Who Sellout, and then, well, Cake album, and then Nova 1, Nova Locals. I got that one. I also have the Who Sellout. If you can believe that. That's the only Who album I have. I used to have most of their other ones, their classic ones, when I was a kid. Yeah, that's right. They're from NYC. I knew that at least. Didn't know the Queens, huh? Yeah, they got a couple performances. They play Misery on some TV performance, and they do a non-LP track, which was also very good.
They say that we're too young to realize they're always trying to cut us down to size, but they don't know that we can see through all of it. Alibis, hate breeds hate, and that's the short of it. Alibis,
Hate breeds hate.
ever learn? Must we still take their word that what they say and do is true? No matter how they try to put us down, soon they'll give up and slowly come around. But they don't know that we can see through all of it. Alibis, hate breeds hate, and that's the short of it. Alibis.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I stand on The Who these days. I certainly don't listen to them very often because I feel like I've listened to enough of them. But this is still a keeper. Just pulled it out just to show it. I actually got this one in Texas before I was making YouTube videos, like back in like 2014. I got an aunt down there. She lives just north of Dallas, and I remember picking this up from, where was it? Doc's Records. Wish I could find my t-shirt of that. I don't think it fits me anymore, but switched from large to an XL now. But yeah, I mean, this is when they got hip, man. There's some standout tracks on here. Silas Stingy, Armenia, City in the Sky. And it might, as sad as that might sound, I might actually prefer the CD remix of this. I'm not sure if I liked the original mix of this. They brought a few more things out in the CD. That's what I grew up on. And then when I heard this, I'm like, they took out some cool little segments in there. Either way, like the Real 1 track, I think they took a whole excerpt that's featured on the CD, but not on here. Like a whole verse they took out. I was really upset. Yeah, what's my favorite on here? Probably, I don't know. Probably Armenia. Nobody would ever think that's The Who, you know. That's what I love about it. It's not your typical I Can't Reach You. Whew. And of course, I Can See for Miles. Tattoo. Marianne with the Shaky Hand. I don't know. I usually skip that track. But yeah, I don't need to collect The Who. Original Decca.
Miles can mean nothing when there is love. 'Cause deep in my heart,
I had one crazy acid trip in 1970. Shit. Wonder what happened when it got to the I'm Uncle Ernie. Yeah, that's that didn't age too well. Uncle Ernie, man.
I'll need you. Please believe me. Every moment in every year. This love I hold for you.
I feel like someone dropped some lewds into my drinks this morning. I'm mellowed out, man. Everything's moving slow. Anyways, going back to some gross news. The tonsil stone situation, what's up with that? Let me switch to this other track. Yeah, so the ENT said, well, the doctor said it's like one of the more severe cases where it's like it kind of forms in your tonsils like an iceberg, and I'm only spitting out like the tip of it. You know, and it can happen anytime. And he sucked some of it out, and I was like gagging really loud in the room, and they're probably, the nurses at the nurses station are probably used to those sounds all day, but I was like, sorry about that. That was kind of loud. I guess I'm just going to have to use like a water pick or something to squirt some water back there. I don't know how to get rid of them. I've had them for 4 months now, periodically, like every week or so. They suck, man. They're just annoying. I know they're harmless, but it's like they just get in the way. And yes, bad breath. That sucks. And sometimes when I'm mid-sentence talking to someone, like, it's like I almost want to cough it up. And it's weird too, because these are like way down here, like below the gargle line. So I even went to urgent care, got some mouthwash. It didn't even help. So I don't know. Tried the salt water, tried lemon juice. Lemon juice hurt my teeth. Like the next morning they were like stinging. I don't know why. It was just the lemons being so sour. Anyways, who cares about that? This is the song they played on the TV performance.
What makes me feel this way? And makes me wanna throw my life away. I ask myself, what could it be now? That would be my misery.
Yeah, back in my day. All these kids on TikTok, they're getting TikTok brain. Boy, I'm glad I don't use that shit. I'm glad I didn't, I'm not one of those kids that grew up just endlessly scrolling looking like a zombie. Because I've seen it. And I've almost had to step in like a parent and acknowledge it, This was when I was DJing at that bar. This mom was bartending and had her 3 kids there, and they're just all glued to their devices. Just looking at people twerking, and I don't know. I don't know what kids watch. These kids were like 10 years old. Speaking of more modern psych releases, White Fence, Ty Segall. I love this one. What's it called? For the Only Innocent? For the Recently Found Innocent. Yes. That's a good one. It's like birds on steroids. Alright. We are going to... Oh, yeah. This ranked number 1 on the Dot Record list. Dot Records? Any ideas? Shouldn't be too hard to figure it out. I got this one in Las Vegas at Record City. This was when I was in college yet, and before I was making YouTube videos. The Yankee Dollar. Love this one. There's a couple songs that are shared by both this group and Hardwater. Including this one.
Puts your mind at ease. The concentration is an intangible disease. You hear footsteps in your memory, a vacant voice you can't ignore.
your sanctuary, solitary retirement of the brain. Sanctuary, solitary confinement from the pain. Thought exposure. Whose dreams do you choose? Lost in decision. Now you're just confused with paranoia. False security can't endure. You're alone in hibernation. Not really looking for a cure. Just a sanctuary, solitary retirement of the brain.
Is that a skip I heard? That's pretty rare.
Confinement from the pain. Sanctuary, sanctuary, sanctuary.
So this is the Yankee Dollar on Dot Records. I don't know who to compare them to. I mean, obviously, you could compare them to the greats. You know, Jefferson Airplane. Geez, someone's having some excitement outside. Maybe someone's near my vehicle again. Doing some hammy stuff. You know what I'm talking about from last stream. But yeah, the Yankee Dollar. I don't think they've reissued this, I don't believe. Jeez, they were being so loud outside. Yeah, the added organ, right? That's the difference. It's a little hazier, you know. No, not at all. No country rock on here. Maybe a little bit of that folkiness, you know. Folky backing to it, but there's a few heavy cuts on here. Ends with like a 6-minute track. Follow Your Dreams Away. We'll play that one. Then they do a cover of Donovan's Catch the Wind after this, which is it's got some wah pedal and kind of that hazy organ. Yeah. I love that Austin Powers suit he's got on on that little caravan. Yeah, Neighborhood Children, that's a pretty good comparison. A little closer to that. I'll switch to the other track. There's a couple good ones on the flip side too that I'll play. And I'll be right back. I actually forgot my butt pillow. I'm getting bleacher butt. Gotta change that. Now he adds it to his want list. I wonder if Chris knows this one either. Mr. Piper. I don't think I've seen him show this one. I think he would like some of this. It's pretty stoned, man. Yeah, and with these tonsil stones too, definitely not a good idea to intake in some of that. You know, Billy Bong Thornton. Has that crept up that far already? 150, huh? I was thinking it was generally around maybe a little less than Neighborhood Children. I thought it was maybe around, 80, 90 bucks. I think I paid 30 for mine. Before I even knew what it was, I took a chance on that. Is there a reissue? I don't know if there is. I don't think there is. You can check though. I might even check. By the way, everything out in the parking lot was fine. I didn't even see anybody. I think there were more outside this window. I did look. Looks like there's just all unofficial. Nobody's probably been able to track these guys down. I think the gal was still alive some years ago. I remember somebody contacted the lady of the group. But yeah, there's a Karma and some other unofficial. And I didn't see any US listings for a Karma on Discogs. So, I'm sure you'll find one. You'll find an original. Well, you did, right? You found one time. How much was it? Do you remember? Maybe it's still there. People passed on a country record. Yeah, they're from San Luis Obispo. They were all college students and somehow landed a deal at DOT. Pretty tight performances. These are some of the best tracks you're hearing now. At least I think so. And I was just thinking, too, a little bit like The Growing Concern, too, on Mainstream. The Art of Lovin', The Growing Concern. These definitely sound like a kind of mainstream label band. It's the Yankee Dollar, Josh. Yeah, this is another song that was on the Hardwater record on Capitol. I think just a couple songwriters just kind of passed out some tracks for him to play with. And I have the single, too. It's City Sidewalks, and then it's backed by Sanctuary. You could still pick up that single for peanuts, you know? It's just the LP's worth you want. Some great sounds, man. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. It just slipped my mind. Yeah, it's great, right? There's not really a weak moment. It almost gets better as it keeps going. For 76 LP, sounds like some DIY one-man band, which it basically was. Private pressing, but it's on Mercury. That's some good stuff. Late period Spirit Records. Well, what I think I was going to say was, yeah, they do a version of Let's Get Together, which is this cut. Which is like that's the standard right there. You got to cover that Youngbloods track. I just noticed Chris is still spinning Astral Yacht over there. Jeez, man. It's not that good. Come on now. I actually picked up on 2 modern neo-psych records I'll be sharing. Probably my next update, whenever that'll be. Picked one up from Bandcamp this week. It's a kid. He goes under the name Sharp Pins. He's kind of been catching some airwaves lately. I guess the kid from Stranger Things, I don't watch it, but that Finn Wolfhard or whatever his name is, he performed with the band, and that's how they kind of got some attention lately, and it's definitely a genuine throwback to UK 60s flavor with some of that Guided by Voices style. I loved it. There's a couple tracks that are earworms for me. So I picked up on that on Bandcamp, and then a more recent one, The Mystery Lights. I think some of you guys might like that style. I picked up on their latest one called Purgatory. Came out last year about this time. And these 2 bands were just thrown in my recommendations when I was scrolling one day, and I'm like, damn, the algorithm's really kicking in today. So that was some cool recommendations there, YouTube. This next one's a big favorite. We're probably going to do a AA diary meeting about this one. I think I decided I'm going to do this next. The contents are. This is one we would have never known about had it not shown up at like one of the Austin record shows, some 20 years ago. It's basically the Beatles from Iowa. This is great. Check it out. It's like only 9,900 copies pressed. This is way too good to be unknown.
You're treated unfair, don't care. Sociable and you try and it's noticeable. But do you care just 'cause you're from country roads? Oh, they are yet running over. When you're sick, you say you're ill. You know you're fake against my will, don't care.
Yeah, I didn't think about Spirit and Worm. I have that one. I got the Karma. There's no way I'd have an original. That's like top 5, top 10, mega rare, major label release there. I've seen people have a copy though. It's so silly it was banned just because of the cover, And yet we had like the Church of Satanism back then. I mean, was that the controversy? Just because it had a couple goats on the cover? I mean, Sammy Davis Jr., Michael Aquino, that's all I need to say, man.
You're sociable and you try to be in, it's noticeable. But do you care just 'cause you're from country roads? Many nights are thrilling, you love to be around them. The high class seems to dazzle.
Wouldn't surprise me. I don't think I've ever seen a copy up for sale. I think this sold once on Discogs, right? Maybe? I'm okay with my $18 Love Garden sound price. God, I was so happy when I found this. Because it was, this is probably out of print now, but when I found this, it was hard to come by. People were still flipping it for like 30 to 50 bucks, and I found it for 18 in person. I was like, this is the best day ever.
Gave a chance of showing you what I had to give. I'm not the only man in the world to receive you after. I'm not the only man who wanted your laughter. I wanted you thereafter. You said you wouldn't stay. Predictions told me the opposite of what I had to say.
You're always checking that, aren't you? I appreciate that though, because sometimes.
Thank you, Derek.
Whoopsies. Yeah, 4.5. That's about right. It's pretty accurate. I appreciate looking into that while I'm doing this in real time. Yeah, I remember he did a video on that. I hadn't watched it in probably since that time, like 10 years ago. And then they do have a second one too, which I used to have. It's a little more hard rock driven. I liked it, but didn't spin it enough, and I kind of purged it. A lot of liner notes. This Jeremy Cargill, been friends with him for a while online. He's another Chicago cat that I never didn't meet up with when I was down there. I'm due for another Chicago trip. But like I said, I got other plans for road trips this year. To be continued.
Your smile, your laughter, your smile. I thought I would never think of anything that I knew. Never anything would ever get in my way, yeah.
Might skip around a little bit.
I don't even know.
Yeah, this is one of my more favorite ones.
Some way, find a way to win, a way to make you realize it's a big surprise to find the wise in trouble. I told you that's the way to. Can't blame anymore, you are in trouble. It looks to me Keep it to yourself. Keep it from society. Minds that leave this place. Trips into eternity. And the people say that in this world of hate, there is no reality. Find your peace at last. Places that will never, and this world's a mess. I don't know how I've changed myself in me. I don't know how I've changed now. There's only one place I can free myself. I don't know what it's all about. Try to understand. There is no democracy pushed around by men living there.
You asking about this one, Josh? This Constantine? Oh, you haven't been able to find much. Yeah, this is the one I was sharing. He's got a second one out too.
Coming to the end of a life of misery, not a ray of hope. This age of humanity, I don't see the light. Can some way find a way?
I think we'll go back to some UK psych.
Don't you everyone like you, I despise. You say you don't have any fun for me today. I guess I'll have to get my kicks another way. Bad times, oh bad times. Hold up.
Gimmicky sleeve. What can you do?
Nobody ever tell you that I cried. I'm coming back just one more time to see. I better not discover that you're holding out on me.
It's a bit similar to Complex that we played earlier, except this one was never released back in its day. I think this one's just ending. Yes. Jardine. Not sardine. Look in the window. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this gimmick cover. I don't remember what the connections were. I think they were connected to some other groups. Keep leading into the other videos. Yeah, I don't remember what their other connections were. I think they had some connections maybe to Alan Bound or something. I forget. Yeah, Keith Law sounds familiar. Some of the guitar work on this. Yeah, Velvet Fog, that sounds about right. It was like after Tony Iommi left, right?
Children playing, hear the people speak, looking out of all our walls, streaming down the street. Thomas was inside his home, along the banks of Jude. Thomas, man of Anarchite, sold his dreams too soon. Look at stones flying, look at flowers cry, look at he who lost it all, look at he who died. She takes pictures of the wall. Clown is dressed in flowers, selling love for all take hours. The castle lights are faded, rainbow sign cascaded, seagulls on your window ledge.
like theirs medium rare. I think my favorite by them is Puzzle, though. Might play this one next.
He's looking through the tiles. She's wearing poetic styles. Smiling flowers through the wind. Flashing lights up to the end. I point my sword at you. And you blow out candles too, making lemon dreams of paradise. Turn up the moon, turn on the light. Pearls and diamonds dangle, harpsichords they jangle. Candlesticks and stars, harpsichord.
Track called Harpsichord with No Harpsichord. Yeah, I haven't really spun this much since I purchased it, to be honest. I think I was kind of in heavy rotation after a while, but once I first picked it up, I can't even remember, was this like at the beginning of the year? Anyways, I think we're ready to move on to some US titles. Yeah, this was VG when I bought it, so let's see if it holds up yet. I was kind of struggling for a while to pick up a decent copy of this. It might be like one of the more cheaper Mandrake titles as well. I don't think they've reissued any of their stuff from the Poppy label. Some really cool live footage of them playing too. That resurfaced like probably 9 years ago. It's like 8mm with sound. I think Randy streamed this one time too. Someone out there did.
I was walking down the road when I came across a pot of gold. Just when I picked it up and started to run,
Hey, welcome.
out from behind a tree jumped that old snake charmer.
Yeah, I decided to give the heavies a little break.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
hey, hey, snake charmer.
Yeah, giving the heavies a little break here. Figured we'd go some like Quaalude, slow, mellow psych. Yeah, I don't know. There's something sensual about his vocal delivery going on.
All the snakes would dance to his songs. One day they got loose. Now he's a thief, trying to steal my gold. Trying to steal my
It's like pesticide. I don't know. Doesn't look too appetizing though. Medium rare. It's a medium rare VG.
If you think you can try to understand, if you care to be, then come with me. And if you're tired of people who pretend, come witness the end. The way can be free.
Some sick 12 string. I don't remember that. I have to show my friend that. Just like throwing all the 12 string jams his way. That's what it's for. And you pay the price. Right. And if you're afraid, You know, considering how thick I made the pile tonight, I don't think we're going to get all through this, but we've kind of steadily went through it, you know, kind of sifting through different flavors. Garage pop, sunshine, folk pop, covering all the bases.
all those things you couldn't see, we're as love to you. Kingdoms of your small have been captured in his Need I say another
I'm not sure what the symbolism here is with the medium. Then you got a look transistor on the back, some circuitry. Gonna make this burger pop. Yeah, this is the last one that I picked up of theirs, but I'm still lacking their. It's like their Lost album. It's kind of like sessions after the Puzzle record. I think it was called like 3-Part Invention. Still lacking that one.
if the stars don't seem too bright. Maybe you're blind from too much sight.
Yeah, it's just a logo. It's a little logo here. No crystallization on this one. This is the last one I washed. And I had to wash my car today, man. After all that snow and sifting through all that just gravel. Man, car was going to rust out early if I didn't take care of that. I'm not sure if I ever really enjoyed this track the way it's mixed. It's like over a course of 3 minutes, it starts from the left channel, just ever so slowly, going to this side of the cerebral spectrum. I don't know if that idea worked, but I'm glad someone tried it out. Yes. Mandrake Memorial. You have any of theirs, Chris? I don't know if I've ever seen you show these. They're all pretty solid. I mean, they start out pretty heavy with the harpsichord, right? The electric harpsichord. And then this is kind of like their midpoint where they're kind of weaving out of it. And then the third one, for me, Puzzle, is like their magnum opus. A little bit conceptual, but probably the most cerebral. It's like they got even more trippier once they left the harpsichord behind. Great transition. Last number, is that the one? This is the one that stood out to me. It's got a cool rhythm section.
I think that I have seen the past through blurry eyes. I went and falsified the few existing lies. And it's over now with nothing caught between what there was and what there could have been.
often in my dreams. Of course I dream the day away, or so it seems. And I'm happy that there still is a tomorrow. Happy that there still is a today.
I wanted to get to some Hollies tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, because there was some here I was just kind of debating about. But Hollies I wanted to sneak in, but I think I'm going to close out on this one. This next one we're going to play after the Mandrake. Kind of ended on a little heavier edge. Kind of blow out all that breezy stuff. Anybody picking up anything lately? Any cool used arrivals? There's one at the shop I've been eyeballing, but it's a little too progressive for me, a little too proggy. Jonesy. It's like their second record, Keeping Up. Good price tag, but and a cool label too. It's on the Dawn label. Yeah, I don't know. I listened to it today and it's pretty good. It's kind of a mix of like King Crimson, as far as like use of the Mellotron, but the vocal styling was a bit of Yes. I don't know. They got pretty good flavor, but I think I preferred their first one. I think a lot of people felt that way on that Jonesy. I forget what the band members came from on that one too. I'm not too familiar with their past. But otherwise, yeah, just those two modern releases. I'm going to be sharing them next. The Mystery Lights and Sharp Pins. Who would have thought? PsycheDerek's getting into neo-psych. Once again. Got a few modern titles. Not too many, though. Euclid. Yeah, I just got that bootleg, if you want to call it that. I have a couple on that bootleg label. I forget what the name of it was. They don't sell them on Discogs, but what was it, that Mark? Welcome to the Citadel. And Keith Christmas, that's the other one. Stimulus, it's got Mighty Baby backing them. Otherwise, yeah, nothing except for Our Generation, which we played earlier. It's going to definitely make the top 10 purchases of the year. Of course, we all like that Poppy label, right? Compared to like the Red Tomato label they eventually switched to, right? So I used to have some Townes Van Zandt on that Tomato label. This was years ago when I bought a whole country rock titles. All came from this one garage sale one time, and I got rid of some good ones. There was like John Prine, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Yeah, Graham Parsons, Burrito Brothers. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, it makes sense why I didn't keep them at the time, but I'd probably keep a couple of those now. Capital label. What could it be? I know what Chris is going to say. I bet I know what you're going to guess, man. And it's not what you're thinking. We'll end it with side 2 of this one. Oh, nice. You picked up the bomb stamp. See, that's why these live streams are so crucial for the listeners, you know? Oh, the Poppies comp. No, I don't have that one. Just doing my own various artist Poppies comp. But didn't they release one for RSD this past Black Friday? I forget the name of it. I think it was limited, though. It was like very limited, I think. I know some people on Instagram picked up on it. Oh, is that the one you're talking about, Zor? No. That's a good guess, though. No, that's one I used to have. I used to have the Seeger system. I'd like it back. I got their second one. I got the Noah record. And that was on, I think it's the green label by that time. SRC, no. I got the first two. Think of this. It's the first Scientology adjacent psych band. Any guesses? The one Christian left because it was Scientology based. And who would have thought? The founder of that was born in Tilden, Nebraska. What? So here it is. This is People. It's like I just had it. Both sides of People. I know, but no one's talking about this. It's pretty cool. It's a little more hard rocking on this second half. See, I was looking for that on Discogs. I didn't see it the day it released, but maybe it hadn't been added yet. Got looking to what the track list is. I got some solid comps I'm pretty satisfied with. Double whammy. Not sure what that is. Is that right? Yeah, they do look kind of similar. The art design, the front image looks pretty alike. Yeah, they got like the Scientology medallions. I don't know if I dig any other threads though. This whole plaid garb on the bottom. I don't know if I'd wear that, man. I never thought of that comparison. Yeah, a little music machine, huh? I think this is without Larry. What's his bucket? Larry Norman. Oh, the first one? Yeah. The first one's alright. This is probably my favorite of theirs, though. And I would ignore the third one. Yeah, the third one I remember is just like very unpsychedelic. I think they went for a more just like kind of straight ahead pop rock kind of delivery.
She's a dancer in the garden, and she dances with the flowers in the early morning hours when the wind shifts and the fog drifts. She's a dancer. She's a dancer. She knows it. Everywhere she goes, she shows it. Condescending, not pretending, no regretting, no forgetting. She's a dancer.
Downsending break beats, drum beats. Also, since you're here, Chris, I mean, you didn't have to spin my record that many times. I don't need that much exposure, man. I'm not looking for that much attention. But thanks for the Bandcamp Friday sales. I mean, didn't have nearly as much as like the pre-order days when I had like 30 to 40 orders, but this last one, you know, today went pretty well though. Some people were a little late to the party grabbing one, and I get it. But, you know, I appreciate it. You know, any promotional sales is all the better, you know. That'll probably be the last time I'll promote it though. You know, the video I made at 4 a.m. So yeah, it's Bandcamp Friday. If you'd like to, you know, pick up on one of the last 100 copies, then they're gone. You know, so they'll just be kind of floating around Nebraska once people listen to it and figure out that, yeah, maybe Derek does take some drugs. Just rails of snow every night.
And when people stop to watch her, she pretends she doesn't see them, doesn't need them. And where she goes, there the wind blows, though it's only with the flowers that she dances. And on my early morning,
I don't know if you heard me earlier in the stream, but yeah, I'm really tired of hearing my songs over and over. I've heard them thousands of times, probably. Mixing, remixing, going back, fixing some frequencies, pushing a little instrument higher in the mix than others, and yeah, the whole mastering process took about a little over a month, maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. It was like about this time, and then we wrapped up in early January. But sometime maybe you'll have to interview me if you'd like to know a little more of the details, maybe some details that I forgot to mention. Because the video I made about, you know, talking about the record, I feel like I kind of, I don't know, I was almost tired of talking about it at that point. But I feel like I left some info out, perhaps, you know. I mean, half-hour video, you know, you can't sneak all the details in. But, no, it went pretty well. All the songs just came naturally to me. It was just all stream of consciousness, didn't think too hard about it. My friend's got a little bit of a problem with that. He will go down that hole until it's just like, just crystallizes, you know? He just almost needs to be a perfectionist. I'm like, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just like, just throwing it out there, see if it lands. And if it doesn't land, do another take. And some of those tracks didn't take me too long, you know. How many total made? So we had 500 pressed. Oh, yeah, that's honestly my least favorite on the album. Short Circuit Mind. Even though it's like the fuzz number. I whipped that one out so fast, I wasn't even, I don't know. Could have thrown a better track in, but it's alright. The more I listen to it, it's like, I like that fuzz tone, but it's almost like bullheaded kind of sound. You know, it's like a electric saw kind of sound. It's like a buzz saw. There's no plan of touring. Who would even come out to see us? We'll make the vinyl community Woodstock. Fuck that. No way. That would turn into Woodstock 99. Some of the people back in my hometown don't even know how to react to the record itself. I mean, you know, they're just more into the arts and crafts. When I was showing it off at this art show a couple weeks ago, only sold 3 copies, but it's kind of nice reconnecting with an old classmate of mine and a teacher I haven't seen in like 12 or 13 years. Yeah, I'm about the same way though. It's like probably 6% neo-psych that I own. I couldn't even tell you. I know Steve Carlson was asking why I wasn't autographed, and you know, some people don't prefer autographs. I'm not going to just sign it because I don't know if he wanted it signed or not. So, sorry Steve, but I can always send you another copy. I don't know, I probably signed about 40, 50 of them. Always draw like a little rocket ship and marker. It's like my little stamp of approval. Blasting off to the yacht. Yeah, this is quite a switch up in this track. It's the closer.
Sailing to the Isle of Tone, searching for the magic stone.
40 points of light have shone from the mountain top of Tone.
You have to leave a note on Bandcamp.
The Penguin King aloft the mast has seen the magic stone at last. A ray of light shot through the storm to guide them safely out of harm. Climbing to the mountaintop, pirate muses had to stop. The stone poured brightness down in streams and faded.
It's a good guess, but no, it's actually the Sunshine Company. This is like the second or third one we played here. Still a $4 bin kind of record. It's got some hidden gems. You Don't Know Her Like I Do. It's got some cool little, you know, harder edge to it. Not all just sunshine pop. I've always loved that graphic. I think it's got an alternate cover too. I've had this forever. So much so I can touch it with my bare hands. And I'm not even offended. Not even worried about it. Records like this you'll never find in near mint shape. I got the first one too. This is like rent-free Creation of Sunlight. It's like, Mommy, I want the Creation of Sunlight. Oh, we got it at home. That's the response to that. You know, some of those drawings, they didn't quite look like a pineapple either. Purple-headed yogurt slinger, you know? You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, there's no funny business out in the parking lot tonight. No sexual harassment. Thank goodness. Or so they'd have to force me to get up and say some words to him like last time. And I'm not hamming it up tonight either. Had way too much to drink. Had too much to drink last night. Thought I had to do some sock mopping. Yeah, so Chris, this is, I was kind of pointing out some of the tracks. The ones I can recall, You Don't Know Her Like I Do. If you search that track out, it's the second track on side 2 of this one. It's like the only heavy-ish cut. Yeah, sometimes if you dive into these, you know, you can find those. It's like the tracks that they really wanted to do instead of a producer, you know, trying to talk them otherwise. And on this one, I Need You was the one we played. It's kind of got some soft tremolo guitar, a bit like that Electric Prunes track, Oni. The one we just played, Both Sides of People, is like a Scientology psych LP without Larry Norman, you know, known for I Love You. We played side 2 of this one. It used to be fairly affordable. I don't know where it lands now price range wise. I doubt this is getting reissued. No one's talking about People. They got the medallions they're showing off, and they got the camera guys taking photos of themselves. Not one I spin often, but it's usually the second half. Usually does the trick. They do like a little country number, Hasty Heart. Doesn't start off strong, but yeah, Hasty Heart's another kind of cosmic country tune that I like. Exit. Oh, that you purchased from Jellyfish? Which one? The green one? That Entrance album? Yeah, some of those prices, man. Jellyfish. It's probably been doing it a long time, though. Standing in a crypt? I don't know. Like an entrance to the park. That doesn't go down any cryptic corridor. Cream soda. Nice. Aardvark. Bob Smith and Toad. I'm missing some of those. Got the Bob Smith. Love me some Toad. I've had that on the want list a while. It's on the, what, Hallelujah? Aardvark. Everybody's picking up Aardvark. Dave, Heavy Bliss, Dave, picked up on Aardvark. It's a toughie, man. I'm glad I got one early on. That was during the COVID sales, and everybody was freaking out and selling all their high dollar stuff, and I was able to sneak in. I miss those days, those type of purges, you know? Yeah, otherwise, nothing coming in the mail. I do have a Web of Sound t-shirt coming in that I ordered. I told you I was going to pick up on one. I've been slacking. I've been needing one of those for a long time. Found the right design because, you know, people that screen print might leave out the stereo, and, you know, some people just print the jacket itself, which I'm not really a big fan of. I like it looking a little bit more like it came out of Target or something, you know, those generic t-shirts. Oh man, yeah, I don't know if it's ever coming down. Not in this day and age. Toad LP. Rat Salad. Lick a carp. Lick a toad. Paisley's. Yeah, I got that one. I got a Sundays. And then, I have spotted an original before, though, one time. Oops. And then, my bad. Yeah, I spotted an original one time. And I think it was like the blue label or red label with the peace sign. I haven't seen one since. Yeah, I got that on Sundays. I don't know, I think I might wrap it up tonight. It's kind of the primary stack outside of Holly's. Ken, welcome. I think next time we'll jump into this. Holly's. Some Butterfly. This is a non-US release. It came out on the UK. Except it did have a few tracks on there. So it was around the same time. It wasn't Butterfly though. A few tracks from there. Dear Eloise. This is my favorite psych effort of theirs. Not so much Evolution. It's got some good moments, but this is full blown with maybe a couple of their standard vocal pop delivery. But the Middle Eastern tracks like Maker, Try It, Elevated Observations. Yeah, man. And this is like a stereo mono reissue. It's got both variations. I don't remember which one sounded best. I loved the stereo one. But mono just like a brick, just pushes it all out. If there's any other questions out there, I mean, I might wrap it up tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling kind of not as amped up as other evenings. Like I said, I kind of had a long day. There's a lot of driving around. Had some errands to run. And been awake since like 3:45, so it's about time for me to get tucked in. Not really, but we're getting close. Getting some of those Mexican pressings. Well, thanks, man. Glad some people appreciate it, you know? Toad box set. I've never even heard of one. Never knew there was a box set. Yeah, don't know what the plan is for this weekend or down the road. I'm just trying to figure out what the next videos are going to be. Don't have quite enough to talk about in a full update. Just kind of curating the top 10 of the year, which is always fun, you know. Kind of looking back at what you bought way early in the year. And I closed in on almost an impossible 45 grail for sure. Locally owned. If you know, you know. Ultimate Power. Man. That's impossible to find. I mean, that's about the only way you could find it is local, right? That's when the guy was bringing in all kinds of things for me. Just purging his whole vinyl hoard. thanks for coming along for the ride. And again, Chris, man, you didn't even do all that 4 rotations of the yacht. I appreciate it. I didn't get any more sales with that. Not like I'm looking for them. I mean, I already made, the record's already paid for itself, man. But yeah, we're definitely going to use those funds for upgrading some equipment. I got to transfer some instruments to my buddy so we can properly lay this one down and it won't be so lo-fi in quality as this last one kind of was, you know. Definitely had to polish up that turd. And record it in this space, you know. It's kind of wild what someone can do with a laptop and a mic. Thanks, Travis, Eugene, Mr. B, Carol. She's a wild one. She's one of those that likes to suck blood. You know, I showed that photo earlier. You all seen it. Anyways, kind of winding down. See what I can do about these tonsil stones, man. Take care, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks for sitting around for that. Assorted Poppies.